What's going on, guys? So we are coming to you today with a TACKLIFE tool review. TACKLIFE was nice enough to send this out to us for review, and I have to say, I'm not going to do the typical unboxing. I'm actually going to tell you how it has performed for me and show you what you do get in the box. First and foremost, you're going to get the tool. It comes in a box. It's in a little styrofoam padding in here, and all the accessories come in with it. The tool itself is a 4.5 inch circular saw. So this is a 4.5 inch blade. You can pick these blades up replacement just about anywhere, any of the box stores. You can order them online, whatever the case may be. It's got a removable handle on it. You can just simply loosen it up. If you wanted to put it on the other side and use it opposite handed, you can. The only thing of it being is you have to push the safety button here in order to pull the trigger. So if you're left-handed, it might be a little cumbersome. I can do it without any trouble, not a big deal, but it seems to function better right-handed. I can just push the button with my thumb and hit the switch there. So that's why I like the handle on the other side, especially if I'm doing long cuts down a long piece of plywood or something to that extent. I like this little saw for the simple fact that I don't have to break out the big worm drive saw and do my cuts, especially on subfloor or exterior sheeting, something to that extent. It does have a little removable cover here where you can flip on the switch and it gives you a laser guide, and it is lined up right on the 0 mark, so it's going to put you in. Now, I have not verified whether this is on the inside of the blade, the outside of the blade, or dead center of the line. I just use it as a reference guide when I'm cutting. A lot of times you'll cut on the line, leave the line, take the line, depending on how much you want to cut. Some people get down to the specifics of, a 30/2 of an inch. And if you're doing real intricate carpentry work, I can see where that would be usable. But for the rough framing, subfloors, exterior sheeting, things of that nature, deck boards, things like that, we don't have to be exactly precise. We just have to be really close to the measurement. We can't be an inch off or a ½ inch off. We need to be within a 1/16. In the kit, you do get an Allen wrench. It comes in a little bag here. I'll chunk that off to the side. This Allen wrench fits to change out the blade. Makes it easy to change, and it has a button on this back side here that you can press in, and then you can turn this and it actually locks the blade in place, so you don't have to try to chuck a piece of wood up in there to wedge it in or something to that extent. It also comes with a guide. Now, this is going to be your depth guide as far as if you want to rip some material. You do need the Allen wrench to tighten this down. Myself personally, I'd like to have seen a thumb screw or something to that extent. However, they did provide it with the Allen wrench, and it is usable. The flip side to that, when I was talking about a thumb screw, your Allen wrench has a little holder back here on the back of the cord that you can just slide it right into, and it stays with the tool. That is pretty snug in there. It's not going to just fall out. Moving on, you get a user manual with all of your specifics and information as far as amperage and replacement pieces, things of that nature. You're also going to get a warranty card. Guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. If you're going to spend the money and buy a tool, I don't care if it's a $20 tool or a $200 tool, take the time to register it. Seriously, just a few minutes that it's going to take to sit down and register a tool, just register it. And I don't care who it's from. The important aspect of it is that they have your registration to where if you ever have a problem, you can go back. It tells them the date you purchased it, where you purchased it from, the serial number of the tool. And a lot of times, if you take the time to register a tool and you have a problem, they'll take super good care of you. Flip side to this is it comes with this little adapter here. Now, this goes on to the housing. It just simply pushes on, and you can attach a shop vac attachment to that and actually flip the shop vac on and suck the material straight up through here as it's coming through, and it reduces the amount of mess you make. If you're doing some interior work and things of that nature and you don't want to sling sawdust everywhere, it's probably a good feature to have. I use it out in the field, so just let the wind blow it and it goes where it goes, and I sweep up what's left. Moving on though, here is what we get. 24 tooth blade. It came with 2 of these. I have one on here that I was using primarily. I've got some video footage of this thing cutting. I'll insert that here for you so you can actually see the cuts taking place. Then you're also going to get 2 of these tile backer board and cement blades. I thought this was a pretty neat accessory that came with it. Not something that you commonly see with a circular saw, but you do get those. And then we have 3 of the fine tooth 60 teeth blades. These are actually for wood and for metal. So if you're going to do metal roofing or something to that extent, this little saw right here should cut metal roofing without any trouble. I have cut 2x10s. I've ripped a 2x10 in half. I've cut subfloor with it, and it has done excellent. I haven't had a problem with it. Cuts nice and straight, nice and vertical. But there again, you get 3 of these 60 teeth blades that does metal or wood. Probably with the more teeth, you get just a little bit finer cut, and it works better on the metal. Now, you do have on this side, we've got our depth adjustments here. And it'll go up to, looks like 1.5 inches, maybe 1 3/4 inches. I don't have a tape measure here, but you're going to go through a 2x4 or 2x10 or 2x12, whatever the case may be. This is going to penetrate all the way through the bottom of it. The blade teeth are going to come out the bottom, and you're going to be able to cut that type of material. You've also got another thumb lever up here on the front side here, where you can actually adjust this on different degree angles. And I just lost the cap to the laser. Looks like it goes up to 45 degrees. It's set on 0 right now. So guys, that is the TACKLIFE 4.5 inch circular saw. It's really comfortable. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but you know, at the end of the day, I would expect it to, because it does seem to have a pretty powerful motor in it. It didn't bog down when I was ripping that 2x10 in half with it. I like the ergonomics of it as far as how it feels. You can hold on to this, you can guide it. It's pretty easy to work with just one-handed if that's the way you decide to do it. It's got a super long cord on it too. Even comes with a little Velcro tie here to be able to keep your cord wrapped up. Guys, this is it. I mean, this is the TACKLIFE 4.5 inch circular saw. I like this tool. I really appreciate them sending it out to us. It's come in real handy on some of the job sites and stuff that I've been on here lately. And as always, we want you to hit that subscribe button. Be sure and tick that bell so you get notified when we release new videos, because we're going to be coming to you with more. Give us a thumbs up. Drop comments or questions down below. And again, a big shout out to TACKLIFE for sending this out to us for review. We really enjoy partnering with them.